Patreon. You just release a whole video on Patreon. Is that rolling? And then you clap. And then, oh, you don't need to. It says that now when you sync, you just need to manually sync that up.
Mm-hmm.
And, cool. Okay.
Darling, hold my hand! Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Do you think the person who made that ad, they should get a raise? Do you reckon they had, like the person who made that ad on TikTok? Or is it even a fucking TikTok? That's a confusing trend to take off. There must be like marketing managers and social media people across the planet being like, we need to make our generic slogan a TikTok trend, and everyone's like, we can't. Oh, we're getting knocks on the door. We're getting a sound complaint. Excuse me, you boys fucking in here? I was seeing the Jet 2 holiday thing a lot.
Yes, sure.
I'm sorry, it's not open. Thank you.
Are we in trouble?
Want me to open yogurt?
What's going on? Oh, you ordered stuff. Oh, okay, all right. I thought we were in trouble because I've been screaming, nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday in the hotel. And it's not good. Where's mine? You didn't ask if I wanted anything?
Another coffee.
Yeah, I might want another one.
I'll take that one.
Alright, we're gonna. Please don't spill it all over my everything. I don't like this bit, guys. Welcome to the world famous hotel edition of the Spearhead Sundays podcast. Maybe we should we have gotten room service? This room is a fucking mess.
Wait, Mitch, did they give the note?
Did you ask for a note?
They did.
What's the note?
I didn't see it and I was,
What did you ask for?
oh, that's sad. I said, please write me a funny joke.
Oh, okay. A funny joke.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a good start to the episode.
Sorry, I don't have. With a sad face. Sorry, I don't have.
Dude, they couldn't Google one? I tipped.
Please, did you?
Tipped? Yeah.
You tipped? Where's my joke? Please
Alright.
write me a funny... Maybe, do you think people would be upset if that's how I started my shows? Hi everyone, welcome to the show. Sorry, I don't have. I'm sorry, I don't have joke.
Dude, it's because I tipped $1, isn't it?
Oh, you tipped $1?
I know.
You might as well. That's
a $1
disrespectful.
joke right there. Hey, it was 5%. That's pretty... Yeah.
So we recorded episode 400 of the Spearhead Sundays podcast last night, and so I wanted to. We did the license reveal. That's going to be coming out next Sunday because we need time to edit it. Now, obviously, I don't want any spoilers to be posted in the comment section, and I feel like the best way to combat spoilers, because no one knows whether or not I passed or failed my driver's license test, other than the people in attendance for episode 400. So to defeat any spoilers, I would encourage everyone listening to this episode to spread misinformation in the comment section. So if you're listening to this, just say that you were there and just lie about whether I passed or failed. And that way, it can't possibly be spoiled because you won't be able to tell the real comments from the fake comments. So please spread as much disinformation in the comment section about attending the live show and whether or not I passed or failed, or a secret third option in the comments of this episode. Today we're joined by Keelan.
Hey guys.
And Michael, who is really not getting on board the joke of us consistently calling him a different name that starts with M. Are you, Martin?
They're just obscure M names, aren't there? There's not really like a...
Oh, so what should we... Well, how about this? I'll just call you a really, really common M name, Muhammad. The most common name in the world. Is that better, Muhammad?
I can get on board with that.
All right, peace be upon him. Now, Keelan's not supposed to be here. You were you weren't going to stay here. You were going to drive home.
Yeah.
But we managed to talk him into sleeping on the floor of the hotel. Because Keelan, we were like, oh, we could get like an extra bed for you. He's like, no, I'm not staying. And then it got to 11 p.m. in the hotel, and we were like, just sleep on the floor, mate. We laid down some towels.
Okay, you're telling this story in the wrong way. I said, I'm going to drive home. That's at 10:30.
Yeah.
You said, cool. I said, let's grab dinner. You said, cool, we'll have room service. We'll
Yes.
get back to the hotel. We got back to the hotel 11:36.
Yes.
Room service finished at 11.
Sorry, I don't have.
And then I said, okay, I'll wait. We had Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
I had a whole Red Bull, thinking I was going to drive, and then decided, for a number of reasons, it would be dangerous and impossible to drive home. So I chose to stay, even though I had a whole Red Bull.
How did you sleep?
Really?
On the floor
Terrible.
after a can of Red Bull.
Did you see my eyes this morning when I woke
You look
up?
like shit.
Yeah. I didn't sleep very well.
When Keelan gets tired, he gets cartoon character tired. You know when they wake up and it's you know what Keelan looks like in the morning if he's had a Red Bull and asleep on the floor, on SpongeBob where they do those highly detailed frames. That's what he looks like for about 3 hours.
I slept in my clothes, my day clothes. I slept in my Kathmandu jacket on the floor. And it was so...
Well, that's what that jacket's supposed to be for, isn't it? Isn't it an explorator's jacket?
It was so cold. I had a towel over me to create some sort of warmth.
You could have put the heater on.
No, it was... I woke up and we were cooking. That's the problem with hotels. You go to... when at nighttime it's way too cold, and then you wake up and like the last 3 hours of your sleep, you've been slowly like cooking, and you wake up like dehydrated.
Anyway, I'm glad to be here, although I was supposed to be back in Canberra this morning.
The show was a great success.
Yeah.
We had a special guest, a very special guest, that I don't think I've ever spoken about on the show. And in fact, I did think what I should do is introduce this character, this person, because I knew they were going to perform for like a month. And I thought, what I'll do is in the episodes leading up to this, I'll like talk about him and introduce his character. And then I just forgot. And then we just brought this guy on stage and the whole audience was like, who the fuck is this? We got a very special guest, Phil Dogs, who is a great guy. I've known him for years. Mentally disabled YouTuber who I find great joy in watching and talking to. And he has been messaging me for years wanting to open for me. Whenever I do Sydney, he goes, do you think I could get up on stage and tell some jokes? And I go, probably not. Don't think so, buddy. But I tell you what, if you would like to come to the show, you can come for free and we can hang out. You know, my community outreach, because I'm such a good bloke. And anyway, this time I thought, it'll be good. I got him to sing the national anthem as the opening ceremony of episode 400 of Spearhead Sundays. And fuck, he crushed it.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good.
It was a very special
It
performance.
was electric.
It was really good. He was very nervous, but as soon as the national anthem instrumental kicked in, man, I didn't know that I knew the lyrics of the national anthem. I don't think I've sung it since I was in high school because I don't go to sports games.
You don't sing it at sports games.
Apparently you do, according to that one guy.
Yeah, because one guy at the show, he was screaming it. So I was like, fuck, you love the national anthem. And he goes, I go to rugby.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Because they don't do it at AFL games, do they? And I don't go to AFL games.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, I think genuinely the last time I sung the national anthem would have been like the final Year 12 assembly in 2012. But as soon as my very special friend started lisping his way through the lyrics, what?
Nothing.
It all kicked in, and I thought, fuck, let's go.
Everyone joined in though. It was very nice.
It was good. It was good.
It was like over half the people were belting it.
Yeah.
It sounded beautiful with the convergence of all the voices.
Yeah, it was. Man, it was actually fun. It's the first time I've ever done a live podcast solo. Because I had Phil on. He did like the national anthem, but then it was just me with Keelan intermittently playing fart sounds on the over the speakers.
And crushing.
and unfortunately annihilating. You know who absolutely loved that was Phil Dogs.
Oh God, he loved it.
Keelan was playing them during the sound test, and Phil was in early, and he was crying, laughing. So that's your target demo, Keelan.
Dude, you don't need an opener for your shows. You just need Keelan and Phil Dogs to grease the wheels of the audience by playing fart noises, and suddenly everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I'm comfortable laughing."
How was the show? Oh yeah, it was great, man. The sound tech was playing fart sounds, and the mentally disabled opening act was crying, laughing. It was incredible.
The people in the audience were coming up to me after the show to say how much they enjoyed my sound effects.
That's really good.
Fake review.
I didn't get feedback like that. No, I actually got great feedback. I was very nervous about doing a solo podcast on stage because I'm like, oh, it's got to be like special. I got to give him something extra. But I just went up there. I'm like, what if I just try and do the podcast as I do it? But I had like a couple special things. We had the license reveal, which was either a great success or a terrible failure, depending on the misinformation in the comment section. But it went very well. So I was very happy, and I was very glad that everyone came out and had a laugh. I can't wait for people to see it. And we got new merch coming out too, which is exciting. But for now, we're in the Hilton, and we smuggled Keelan in. You know, you're not allowed to do this. You can't have an extra person in and sleeping on the floor. That's against the rules.
He's just
Hanging out.
In many ways, I didn't sleep.
Oh, that's true. We just hung out for a really long time. Yeah. I had a snooze. Martinez had a snooze, and then Keelan just lay down on the floor.
I did say we could top and tail. You chose the floor.
Yeah, I'm a cuddler. So
What do you mean you're a cuddler?
Every time I've ever shared a bed with someone, like even as a teenager, just sharing a bed with my mates, wake up cuddling them. It's embarrassing, and it's uncomfortable for them. You don't want to wake up with me cuddling. It's not like.
Well, maybe that's why. Well, Mitch didn't offer for you to sleep in the same bed until he found out you were a cuddler.
When I was on my exchange in America, I was in like doing some exchange group thing with a bunch of like European people, and we all had to share beds. And I was sharing a bed with some Finnish guy, and I woke up in the middle of the night.
Did you finish him?
Patting his back. It was very weird.
That's more than cuddling. Sorry, I'm a sleeper with you.
It's very weird. So I try not to share beds with anyone.
For not even your girlfriend.
Well, other than her.
For your own safety, I must sleep on the floor.
I must, yes. Otherwise, I will wake up uncomfortable.
You know who else is like that? My dog. My dog, if she's around a stranger, will just cuddle with them. So you're a little bit like a dog in that sense.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm a lover.
At least you don't drool. She dribbles.
What'd she say?
A lot like a dog, actually.
Boy, you slept on the floor.
Look at that dog in me.
Shout out to my friends on the floor.
That will not be repeated. That will not be repeated on the show. Sometimes, you know, when when it's late at night, 3 a.m. with the boys, someone says an incredibly inappropriate slur.
Do
I can't remember. I don't think that happened actually. But that's what it's all about. See, this is the thing about being a man. The sleepovers, it's still a sleepover. You know, you might be in a hotel on a business trip, but someone's going to say something horrific at 3 a.m. And no one will be able to stop laughing for about 20 minutes. I thought we were going to get a noise complaint for sure. We watched the new MrBeast video, where he kept a pilot on a jet for 100 days, and if the guy could stay on the jet for 100 days, he got to keep the jet. And am I crazy, or would that just be so easy?
The jet's really small, and he had. I think he came in after he got the DoorDash thing, but he was having canned chicken and tuna.
Yeah.
For the whole time.
Did he bring his own food?
No, it was provided to him.
Right.
The food looks shit, but
I think that doesn't faze me at all. I reckon I could do that. 100 days in a jet.
He didn't have anywhere to sleep.
Where was he sleeping?
He lost 50 grand.
No. 10 days
Yeah.
was 50 grand or a shower. You chose 50 grand, easy.
Mm.
Day 20 was a blow-up mattress or a mystery package. Mystery package turned out to be a Lamborghini, but he'd already chosen the blow-up bed that was designed to go across the seats.
So when those things like, oh, you could have got a Lamborghini.
It was,
How true is that? Because like,
yeah.
because when I did reality TV, right, I did F Boy Island. The regulations in Australia are super strict. So they actually, in terms of rewards, they can't lie to us. So in the sense that like you can choose this or a mystery package. The mystery package has to be like written in stone and documented so that we can't, because if I'm a producer and I want to make a really good video, I would go, you could have blow up mattress or mystery package. And if they choose mystery package, it's $1,000. If they don't choose mystery package, it would have been a Lamborghini. But like in Australia, it would have had to actually have been a Lamborghini. You couldn't have swapped it out if they didn't pick it for like a more interesting thing. But I wonder if MrBeast has to do shit like that, where like if he chooses it, it's like 10 grand. If he doesn't choose it, it's $1 million, which would make for a better video.
You have to take the blow-up mattress because you're not making 100 days sleeping like that. I reckon. It looked very uncomfortable until you got the mattress.
It'd be like sleeping on what you're sitting on right now, like a cuck chair for 100 days.
I feel like I could do that. I feel like that's easy as fuck. Haven't we lived in that? Sounds more difficult because we're used to sleeping on mattresses. But didn't we evolve? Like, oh, there's no mattress. All right,
I slept on the
I'll
floor.
sleep on leaves.
I slept
There's no
on-
leaves in a private jet.
I slept on the floor last night. I can tell you, I wouldn't last 10
Yeah,
days.
I
doing
reckon you'd start like being in pain.
Some of you need to start talking to Japanese people. I think I could sleep on the floor for 100 days. They do it in prison, and they're not even getting a reward.
No, they've got a comfortable bed.
Not in all prisons. What about Azkaban or Alcatraz, whatever it's called, the alligator bloke? You know, the prison you go to if you're brown and you want a better life for yourself.
that. Alligator Auschwitz.
Yeah, alligator Auschwitz. No, I actually, as an aspiring immigrant, I actually approve of it. And if you don't fill out a form, you should be put to death.
And I think the alligator Auschwitz flooding so easily is good for them because it gives them an opportunity to learn how to swim. So they're actually upskilling.
That's black people, not Mexicans.
But at the end of the MrBeast video, there was a shot of like 100 people behind the guy who won the jet.
Yeah.
And I think it must have been his crew. They were all so ugly. And I was saying this to you before we started recording, but I feel like if you're hiring a team that you work with every day, it would be really hard to hire a 3 because you have to see them every day. And sometimes, like,
Well, the first person I ever hired was a 3.
Yeah, okay. I'm not saying any.
I don't think I've ever worked with anyone even remotely close to being attractive.
But not. You haven't ever hired.
I only hire uglies.
There's been
Low self-esteem, you get a lot of hard work out of them.
There's been a handful of fuggos in our.
Fuckers.
But you've never hired a 3. They've always been a level of.
I'm trying to think if a 3's ever applied.
Yeah, we interviewed a couple.
we did, yeah. But I'm trying to think, did they not get the job because they weren't hot? If the Australian government hiring standards commissioner is listening, no. I don't know. I think you're right. I would like I mean that's just pretty privilege, isn't it?
You don't have to be a 10, but you have to be able to look better than you do usually. You have to be able to dress up. You have to be able to look up. You know.
Well, so what I'm hearing from you, Keelan, is no severely disabled people should work with you.
I did not say that. I just mean
They can be disabled, but they got to have a good rack, is what you're saying.
I think
Like Hot Wheels.
You can come to work in trackies with bed hair, not having put moisturizer on your face that morning. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as if we go out together as a group on the weekend,
We all look fuckable.
you look a little bit better.
You're starting to sound like that CEO that went to the Coldplay concert.
I just think there needs to be standards.
I think, as someone who has employed and worked in the online space, very difficult to find. Firstly, normal people that are interested in working behind the scenes of a YouTube channel. Secondly, normal people who know how to like shower. It's a very Discord heavy. Like every YouTube edit, I've been blessed with some normal people that have worked with me. In fact, I think that's a requirement to be able to make any sort of online content that isn't like Minecraft videos. Like if you're making Minecraft videos and you want a good editor, like you really want a pedophile, because they're going to do the best job. It's not good. It's not good for. It's a bad long-term decision, but short-term, you want a guy that preys on minors in Discord group chats. That's who's going to run the best Minecraft YouTube channel. We've seen it. It's statistically accurate.
Yeah, like Chris Griffin from MrBeast.
Who's that?
Chris? Am I making stuff up? Their name was Chris?
Chris Griffin.
Oh, that bloke. Yeah. Yeah. That beautiful queen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in the Minecraft Discord servers.
Yeah, that's right. They were. Yeah.
So, like, you're talking about someone like that. That's who you need.
Yeah. But that's where you make a few $1 million and then you retire and you start a faceless YouTube channel with a different voice, and then you print your money. It is very important to have normal people work for you.
You can be ugly and a remote worker, but you cannot be ugly and work in person. Like I said, I'm happy to work with you.
You know who would agree with you? Any business that needs any sort of call center operation.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, come to work in your trackies and not having showered and all that sort of stuff. That's fine. You just need to be able to dress up.
What do you reckon is the ugliest industry? Who's got the ugliest workers?
Like petrol stations.
Well, that's just Indian people.
No, it's not. In Canberra, it's not.
Petrol station workers? I've never thought anything about them. They look like normal people to me. Not that I go to petrol stations at all ever.
Yeah, that's just a lack of experience there.
Yeah, that is, you know what? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. The only time I go into a petrol station is for like a Mars bar.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
The ugliest industry. FIFO people are pretty good looking. They just age poorly.
VR YouTubers.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I don't have any evidence to prove this, but definitely VR YouTubers.
Surely faceless YouTubers fall into that category.
Faceless YouTubers as well. There was like this one drama YouTuber that I'd been watching for a while, and he was faceless, and I assume out of like just pure laziness, because you know how they do the voiceover and they just kind of recap drama and they just try and make it like 50 minutes by any means possible. There was a guy that I used to watch that he only made like 8-minute videos and they were quite snappy and good, but then he got onto if I make them an hour I make way more money. So it's really difficult to edit like an hour-long faceless thing because you kind of got to make it flashy to keep people's interest. So he would do 10 minutes and then out of nowhere he just turned the webcam on, no editing, and I stopped watching him.
He was that ugly.
Yeah, I was like, I can't. But because he had a nice voice, and I was like, I can't. Who was that?
Dream.
No, the other guy with the really cool, sexy voice.
Oh,
Corpse husband.
yeah.
Corpse husband, and then everyone found out that he was like a 4.5, and they were like, and he quit because everyone so badly wanted him to be fuckable. I think maybe faceless YouTubers and VR YouTubers are not the ugliest people, but they have they disappoint the most because people think, oh, they're going to be at least this hot. And then if they come out looking like a normal person, because let's be real, Dream he's not ugly.
I know, it's just like
The reason why his face reveal got such a negative reaction was because he so clearly thought he was hot And that's what repulsed everyone because he was like, I've got to, like when I did my face reveal, I had a jawline to reveal. Imagine if I did it like this.
Yeah.
I would have been eaten alive.
Dream is still making some videos. His last video got 10 mil views.
Really?
He is crushing it.
That's crazy.
It was looking dicey there for a while.
Well, yeah, because the face reveal, you know what? That's what's so funny about that is he put his face away and the views started racking up again. Some people aren't meant to face reveal.
But he had a lot of drama too. I don't know.
But I feel like all that drama was like bullshit. A lot of it. It's, you know what he sounds like? He sounds like he's like a manipulative and shitty friend, but not like evil.
Pretty rough when you start out. Yeah, because what, he was like 16 when he started making videos. Younger? I don't know.
Here's the thing about Dream. He was a very obese, fat kid, loser, obsessed with Minecraft, and then he became super, incredibly famous, and then he helped a bunch of people who are like kind of naturally good-looking or normal-looking become famous. He was probably just seething with like jealousy and self-loathing and just wanted to control the success of other people that he thought he created from scratch, that he thought couldn't do it without him, that obviously could. And while he was... Because what's funny about Dream is like that face reveal was hyped up for so long, you know he was just like hitting the gym, being like, I can't face reveal and be 200 kilos. I got, like, they all think I'm hot, I must get hot. And then he lost... Man, he must have lost stacks of weight and was like, all right, now I'm hot. But what he failed to realize was he wasn't hot. He was greatly improved. You know, like he made a huge, drastic improvement and good on him. And he looked so much better than he used to look. But unfortunately, that just moved him from a 3 to like, you know, a 6.5.
I think good on him.
Yeah. We love Dream. Good on him.
Do you remember when we lived in Tassie, one of your YouTube friends, at the time, there was a big controversy about the picture of the fat kid that come out. Everyone's saying it was Dream. Do you remember?
Yes, yeah.
And then one of your YouTube friends told you that that actually was Dream.
It was definitely him.
Yeah. And then
Oh, but this was pre-face reveal.
This is pre-face reveal.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I think they had met him or something, or they just somehow knew that it was definitely him.
18 months later, you and I were texting during the live face reveal.
Yes.
And we were both just like, oh my god, it's him.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part about working on the outskirts of the YouTube industry is getting to know the inside goss sometimes.
It is pretty wild how much stuff I hear about all the way from Australia when I'm not even really a YouTuber, but I know a lot of really big YouTubers, and it's hectic the stuff that you hear about YouTube and like before things come out. Like, yeah, I know what MrBeast is going to do next. You know, there's a huge thing that he's planning. I'm not going to talk about it until it happens because I'm not like that. But it's like, yeah, I just hear about things. It's like, oh, wow. I don't get to hear any of the really good secrets, though.
There was a period of time where you used to get all the good stuff, all the juicy goss.
I think that was during COVID, though, where no one had anything to do except fucking talk about each other. You know? Everyone was just like so lonely. So like, hey man, I haven't seen you for a while, so here's an acquaintance's deepest, darkest secret. That doesn't really happen very much anymore.
I think I was pretty privy to that Dream face leaks before it ever happened, because of the Misfits stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right.
Nothing bad can happen from me saying
Hopefully not. We'll find out.
Well, the thing I used to love about the studio being with the Misfits was that Bossman would come in and just like drop boxes of MrBeast merch off. And we'd just dig in. We'd get there on a Monday morning and just dig in and grab whatever we wanted. I've still got a MrBeast jumper from 5 years ago.
Dude, that got me so many points with my son.
Yeah.
I would come home with like 6 like unreleased MrBeast hoodies and shirts. And he would have been like 14 or 15 at that time.
Yeah.
And I would come in and I'd be like, hey man, you can't post any photos of this online. But here's MrBeast's unreleased merchandise before anyone in the world can buy it.
That was
And
the
he'd be
first
like,
merch he did.
wow, that's so cool. I said, you better not post it online. Who is he going to show? But he was like, cool.
I think it was his first.
I don't think he
merch
had done merch up until that point.
Because
Mm.
I gave Phoebe one of the jumpers, and then we were sitting in bed one night watching a MrBeast live stream when he announced his merch, and I was like, we
Yeah.
got that.
Yeah. That is cool. I think that, you know when you start a sentence and you got nowhere to go? That's what that was. I don't think anything, actually. I don't have any thoughts in my head at all. Oh, funny thing happened this morning after... Are we getting knocks at the door? I'm so paranoid. Keelan should not be in here. I went to church, and then afterwards, I just... Normally I stick around. They have like tea, and it's like a nice convo, but I had to go and do this.
You have to go and watch the new MrBeast video with us.
Yeah. I had to. So after church, sorry guys, I got to go and watch the Antichrist on YouTube. I'm leaving, and then one of the guys like chased me out and was like, "Oh, hey, you're new. You've never been here before." I had a little chat with him, but then this like homeless Asian guy comes up to us and just starts speaking full Mandarin, and like starts going, like just rambling in Mandarin, and then start like for like 3 minutes, and me and him were just like looking at him, like we're out front of the church, and this homeless guy speaking Mandarin, and then he's going, whoosh, 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 whoosh. And I went, toilet? Do you want to, there's a toilet in there if you'd like to use the toilet. And then the other guy was like, yeah, you can toilet? And the guy was like, and we're like, if you need to use the bathroom, there's one in the church. You can come in and I'll show you where it is. Which I thought was very sweet, letting a homeless man use the bathroom. And then he goes, nah, just fucking with ya. I speak English, all good, mate. And then just walked off laughing, like full Bogan accent. Just going, gotcha.
That's good.
Really funny. Spoke to us in Mandarin for 3 minutes. I was literally trying to remember because I know how to say I know how to say my name, Lewis, which is I think Wojao Lewis.
I know how to say ice cream.
Bing chilling, and I know how to say shishen.
Was someone filming him, or like he just?
I think he just thought it would be funny to fuck with
It is pretty.
the Christians outside the church. I think it's just like a funny thing to do.
I like it.
I think
Yeah, that is a really good bit. It's just walking up to Christians outside the church and speaking a foreign language to see what they do.
Maybe it was a test. It was God's test.
You reckon he was?
I hope I passed. I don't know if I passed or failed that.
I think he did.
I reckon in hindsight, I don't think he was talking about... I think he was saying really gross stuff to us. I reckon he was actually talking about sex maybe and was saying very gross shit to us in Mandarin because that's funny. You get the people...
Is it? Like,
People, yeah, that's a funny bit. People come out of church and then you start graphically describing horrific sex in a foreign language, and depends how malicious he was. I don't know what else he would have been saying because he was talking to us.
the bloke you were with, not Asian.
No, like older white guy.
What do you think about homeless people out the front of petrol stations?
Target practice. I don't know how. I don't see homeless people outside of petrol stations much.
The petrol station I fill up my car at in Canberra is a 7-Eleven, like in the city, and there's always a few homeless people out the front, and I will always.
What, like sitting out front of the doors?
Yeah.
I've never seen that at a petty.
Oh,
I feel there's better spots there.
That's what I'm
they're
thinking.
always asking for money, and I'm always happy to help give food.
Yeah.
So sometimes they'll say, "Do you have any spare change?" And I'll say, I can get you a coffee or a sandwich if you like. And
I-
they always go,
yeah.
They always go, no, fuck that. And it just hurts my feelings because like I happily will buy you food
Yeah.
with not a problem.
Mm.
Don't be rude to me.
Can't put a coffee in my veins, mate.
You know what I do? I do this often. Whenever I'm in the city, if I'm going into like a supermarket to get myself a drink or food, I get an extra one, and I just dump it on him. And I go, "There's."
Like empty it on.
I open up the lid and I go, "Get a job." No, I just like if there's a 2-for-1 deal, I'll always get the 2-for-1, and then I just give the extra one to like the first homeless person I see.
That's a good hack, yeah.
And normally you get a great react. Not that you're doing it for gratitude. That's not why you do it. But like normally you go, "Oh, thank you so much." Blah blah blah. But one time I did it in Perth, and I went into 7-Eleven, and I got this guy a Gatorade, and me and this guy, and I just gave him a Gatorade, and he didn't even look at me, and I thought that's fucking rude. And that made me feel shit. I thought, that's so rude. I've done something nice for you, and you didn't even acknowledge me. How fucking rude is that? And then I walked around, and then I just was walking back, and I walked back past him, and he was standing up going, and I went, you're nuts. That's all right, buddy. You don't have to say thank you. That's on me for judging you. You have schizophrenia. I don't need a thank you. And then I looked back, and he had drunk half the Gatorade, and I thought, you know what? That's nice. That makes me feel good. He's being nice and hydrated and has enough electrolytes to roam around the streets going, I don't need a thank you.
He needs it more than you do.
Yeah. Absolutely. Are we got an issue here?
36, no, just seeing how long we've
Are
gone.
you bored?
No, just seeing how long we've gone because that camera up there's only got an hour.
Oh, okay. Are we putting that angle into this episode?
I don't know. We just have, maybe it's a Patreon exclusive angle.
Yeah.
I do want to say I haven't laughed in a long time. Last night is the first time I've like laughed since the last time I saw you. So it's been good fun.
Man, I did raise to you when you were like, I'm moving to Canberra. I said, you're gonna get very lonely.
Yeah, I did.
Thoughts?
It's alright now, but it's good that I can come over to Sydney.
Yeah. Sleep on the floor like a dog and be like, wow, this is so great.
Definitely ambitious for me to think that I could make it back in one night, but I've done that before.
Yeah.
The show did go a lot later than expected, so I think had the show run on time, I would have been fine to get home.
Yeah, the show before us finished late, which was really annoying. Apologies to everyone who came to the show. That was completely out of my hands, but that pissed me off. But it was fine.
But had probably the show started half an hour earlier, and I just had left from the show, I would have been fine to get home. But it was the show starting 30 minutes late, and then me coming back here is what kind of fucked me.
And the false promise of room service.
And the false promise of room service. That
Yeah.
Which
we got
Lewis
time
had
for.
correctly identified earlier in the evening that
I did say it ended at 11, but I didn't know what time it was when we started coming back to the
and I
hotel.
heard you talking about it, and I thought, these cunts left me in Uber.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
want to
not
talk
saying
about that?
They can watch that 400.
We talk about that in the live thing, so
Okay.
I don't want to no spoilers.
Well, anyway, I'm really happy to be here, and I'm glad I could do the podcast today.
Mate, we're happy to have you.
Everything kind of worked out in the end.
Yes.
For better or for worse.
Yes. What I thought was very funny during the show, I don't know if this will come up on the cameras or anything, but towards the end of the show, so there's like the stage, and right next to the stage, facing the audience, is the entrance into the venue, and it's a gay bar where I was performing. Super gay area. I love the club. It's so good, but it's like super massively gay. Like every staff member is trans or gay or a lesbian or whatever, and then every customer is like gay for the gay bar.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this, but after my show, the downstairs was supposed to turn into Poof Doof, like a gay like nightclub vibe. But because the show before us went overtime, obviously we went overtime, So in the last like 15 minutes of the show, as I'm performing, I keep seeing most of the audience like look to the entrance. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in the entrance? Apparently, there were like dozens of gay men who kept coming downstairs for Puffdorf, looking at me like, oh, that fucking show's still on. I want to dance with my gay mates. And that was very distracting to the audience by the end, but that's quite funny.
I like the venue. It's a good venue.
It is so good. And they really like me. I don't know if I've said this before, but the last time I was there, the manager made a huge point of coming down and thanking me for all the ray gun stuff, because the initial show, the charity show that got cancelled by Ray Gun's lawyers, that was at their venue. And not only did Steph get a letter, but the venue itself got a letter, like a legal letter, because that's how shows get cancelled. Because usually, like when I got protested, for example, I was 100% on board. I'm doing the show. I want to do the show. But the venue rarely wants to take that risk, because for me, you know, if 200 people are going to come and protest my show, that's hilarious. That'll make for a great YouTube video, blah, blah, blah. For the venue, oh, cool, so our windows might get smashed. Like, they get nothing out of it. Oh, great, so it's going to be really stressful. We're going to have to pay more money for security. No one's going to come in to the bar to buy drinks because it's going to be surrounded by 200 protesters. Our insurance doesn't cover this. No. And that's why shows get cancelled, because of protests or legal threats, even when the artist wants to do it. So the venue did obviously cancel the show. But he came up to me, he was like, man, I just want to say thank you so much for standing up for, you know, freedom of expression and my staff and this venue and all that kind of stuff. Because he was like maybe like 50-something gay man. So he would have gone through all of the like homophobic cancellation of gay events and shit like that when he was growing up as a gay dude. So he was like, man, thank you so much for standing up for us. And I wanted to be like, I didn't even know it was at a gay bar, man. If I had have known. But yeah, I thought that was very cool. So I love that venue. I'm going to keep doing it as until I'm way too big to do it. Just a nice like 100-seat dungeon venue. It's perfect. Ironically, I would imagine that anything that is good for like a sweaty boiler room gay Puffdorf is also a great comedy club. Low roof, sweaty gay blokes everywhere, and MDMA. That's my audience. It's not. But it could be. Probably won't be. Anyway, guys, we're in Sydney. We did a podcast last night.
We're pretty
And we
tired.
kind of ran out of things to say.
Yeah, we're pretty tired today. I have something to say.
Okay.
I get really shitty when people say, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's such a
I say that
lazy-
all the time.
It's such a lazy thing to say.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It just fucking irks the shit out of me. And it's...
What's worse, saying do you know what I mean, or being a 3 in your eyes? What's more insufferable?
I think saying do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's become this like social epidemic where fucking everyone is saying it. They'll be like, the sky is blue. Do you know what I mean? Like,
And
I
it's
know
like an
what you
Australian
fucking
thing.
mean.
I do know what you mean.
Oh, it killed it. Oh,
Thank you for asking.
I had to start picking Phoebe up on it because it's like,
You know what I mean?
I think it's the opposite. Like someone starting off a sentence with "I mean," as if they need to.
Yeah.
Like when I hear someone say that, I'm like, "Oh, you're just saying like you're a dickhead. Let me clarify for you."
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Your Discord's bad for it. Every other fucking Discord mod in there is going, I mean, blah 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 blah.
Mm.
Didn't ask.
I know what you mean. How's that? Is that okay?
That's okay because
Yeah.
you're like validating what I said and telling me you understand what I mean.
Mm.
There's a time and place for you know what I mean. If you're explaining a tough concept where you can't articulate yourself well and you need to,
Which is a genuine question.
It's a genuine question, sure. If you're just like talking and you say you know what I mean,
Mm.
kill yourself. And it does irritate me when I'm editing your podcast clips and you say, "Do you know what I mean?" 15 times, but I'll give it a pass because you're by yourself. You're not actually talking to anyone. You're not getting feedback.
Yeah.
So I give you.
So there's no one there in the room to go, can you stop fucking saying that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is what I mean. It's so fucking irritating.
Yeah.
And I think people need to start being more deliberate with their word choice.
I'm so glad that you don't have very much power in the world because you would wield it really unfairly and seemingly without reason.
It would be a better place.
It would be a better place, but it would be impossible to predict. Like one day police would rock up at my door. I go to jail for life for something that everyone does that no one's ever thought about.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate, you wear blue socks. Prison for life.
Phoebe does say that. She's like, I can never predict what you're thinking. Well, I think it'll make sense.
I think the problem is you live in Canberra and you got no mates.
Don't be.
So you're taking it out on people who say, you know what I mean. I think I know what you mean, and what you mean is I'm lonely. I live in Canberra.
There's a scale, right? There's.
And if you're over 100 kilos, death penalty.
People who say I mean is like up here. It's not that. It's on the bottom of the barrel. I don't think the camera can see me, but. Or maybe you can see my head. They're up here. People
you're in the mirror. Yeah.
People salute on the podcast. Crazy.
Keep that elbow bent.
They're here.
Oh no, that's my arm. I was trying to keep my arm level with my own reflection. I'm like, well, I'm doing a great job.
Okay, so they're here. People who say I mean.
Yeah.
People who say, do you know what I mean? Are down here.
Yeah.
People who drive slowly in Canberra. Down here.
Yeah.
People who drag their feet when they walk are in hell.
Yeah.
They need to be fucking shot on sight.
Yeah. Okay.
People who can't drive in Canberra.
Well, they should get what they deserve.
I'd say that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that on August 2nd, if there's any fucking losers staying at my house who can't drive, they'll be kicked out.
You know what's really funny? Tell us until after. Yeah. Sorry guys, Keelan said a slur. I have to cut it out.
God, sorry.
No, he didn't. I'm assassinating his character. Should I? I think I got a good email actually. Because I was looking at the emails for the live show, and there are a couple that just didn't make the cut. That were quite good. So, Keelan, do you need any life advice at the moment? If you would like to send an email to the podcast, send it to podcast@loosespears.com with a question, a story, any life advice you may need, a question for me.
While you find it, I just want to say, update.
Well, this is a good one. Yeah.
The Clips channel is at 2,473 hours of watch time.
And what do we need? 3,000?
3,000, so we're 600 hours off. So
please put on the 12-hour video that I uploaded of the Spearhead Sundays clock and just leave it on and repeat it. Mute it. Just put it on your laptop now.
Put it on like very low, but put it on overnight. Muting it doesn't count.
Oh, really?
And
that makes sense.
Okay.
And I've got playlists that no one watches, but just watch a playlist of all the different.
Yeah, we're trying to get our watch hours up so we can get the Clips channel monetized, so Keelan can move out of Canberra.
Your cursor a pretty penny.
Life advice.
Canberra is the most expensive city in the country to rent in. So actually, I've moved up in the world in many ways.
Right.
Socially and happiness-wise, I've plummeted.
But on the right side, it's a lot more expensive.
It's a lot more expensive, so that means, in theory, I am making more money.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That doesn't make sense in theory. I'm spending more money, so I'm making more money.
I don't know.
You gotta spend money to make money.
Just trying to twist it.
Just trying to full copium.
Life advice. Girlfriend losing interest.
Can I answer? Can I give advice?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah.
Yeah, read it.
That's the email? Is it?
This is the
life
subject
advice,
line.
Colon.
Life advice. Dash. GF. Okay, let me read it as written. Life advice. Dash. GF. Losing interest. Anonymous, please. This email comes from Sam. Hey Lewis, need some life advice about my relationship. For context, I've been dating my girlfriend now for almost a year. I'm 27. She is 24. We live together at my place. We rarely fight and seem to make time for each other's hobbies and interests. It's been going really well. In the past couple of months, we've had to put down her lifelong dog after 15 years. It's going really well. And a couple of months later, her friend lost her battle with cancer. Man, it's looking up and up. It's getting better and better. Both horrible situations, but I've made sure to be there for her and give her space when she really needs it. So what's the problem? She won't fucking get over it? Come on, it's been 2 weeks. Where's my pussy? Recently, I've noticed that she has pulled away quite drastically, making jokes about seeing how long we can last, and telling me that she thinks about our future, marriage and kids, etc. a lot less, but says that she still loves me and cares for me a lot. I'm not sure if I'm just overthinking this whole situation. Part of me thinks she has just switched off from being affectionate with all the trauma and struggles lately, and with time she will start to get back to what it once was. While the other part of me feels like this is a downhill battle and one day I'll wake up and be told it's all over, and has been for a while. We have a holiday booked in 10 weeks. I'm not sure what to do. Refund. Do I keep trying to build this relationship at the risk of it blowing up in my face? Or do I sit back and try to let her make the moves when she's ready?
That wasn't very funny.
Yeah, that sucks. That's sad.
Yeah, that's sad.
And they're coming to you for advice?
In the past... Hey,
Come
man.
to us for advice.
Yeah, coming to you, Mohammed. In the past couple of months, we've had to put down her dog. And a few months later, her friend lost... Oh, so in the last 6 months, her dog of 15 years died, and her friend died of cancer. And you're like, oh, she's still sad? She doesn't want to go out on dates? What am I, stuck with some sookie bitch? Hey man, she's going to be sad for a while. Her dog died and so did her friend. People dying early when they're not supposed to changes your life. I've been through that and it's really weird, and it takes you, honestly, years to get back to normal, and it just changes you permanently. But not always for the worse, right? Sometimes it changes you for the better. I think it's changed me for the better. I would never choose to go through it. I would never want it to happen again. But I think it's made me a better person. But it took me a year to be like, okay, I think this has maybe made me better. But that year was really rough. I think it just sounds like she's grieving, dude. Grief is really weird. Grief is very strange, and yeah, it does make you think, like, man, what if I died today? Would I be happy with my life? Do I need to make some changes? It sounds like you haven't spoken to her about this at all, and maybe you should. You know, if she doesn't talk about marriage and kids and all that kind of stuff, you should talk to her about that and be like, hey, you know, ever since these deaths, you have been acting different. Is this just grief and sadness over people you've lost? Or is this actually reevaluating your life and our future together? Because if you're, you know, thinking about where you want to be and what you want to do and who you want to be with, I want to be part of that conversation. Because that's another thing, man. She's 24, you're 27. That's not a strange age gap. But 24 is like, that's like, okay, what am I kind of locking in? Once you hit 24, 25, you're like, ooh, do I want to keep going down this path? Because if I do, it might be my life. You know, it might be the thing that I do forever. And that's like the people you're friends with, the people you're in relationships with, your career, your interests. It's like, oh, am I gonna lock this in and actually really go for it? So these are the conversations you got to have with her. You got to like be like, hey, you know, this person died. It seems like it's changed you and how you're feeling. Are you okay? Because it sounds like it was like 6 months ago, or it sounds like maybe 2 months ago her friend died of cancer. I wasn't okay. I wasn't even remotely okay for like 6 months, and then it took another 6 months to be like, all right, I think I might stop crying every day. It's a really, really, really weird thing when someone you love dies when they're not supposed to, and it changes everything about you. And you need to be there for her through that, and as it changes her, because if you're not part of it, she will just get to the other end and be like, all right, I'm different now. And you'll either be in it or you won't. And you won't get to have that conversation or be part of that decision. So you just got to talk to her about it. This email that you've sent me, say that to her. You know, obviously you like, I don't think you're thinking anything wrong. Like, oh man, she's different. She's pulled back. I don't know what's going on. All these questions that you've asked me, you got to ask her. Or you could just tell her, hey, stop being such a fucking sook, bitch. We're going to Disneyland. What, am I wasting my money? And well, you're, my dog died. Whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's a good time for a test.
A test.
A test, like you're going on holiday. Don't book accommodation for a couple of nights and get to wherever you're going and see how she handles it.
That's good.
I think it's
take a co-worker to Coldplay.
That's good. Maybe you should cheat on it. Maybe now's the right.
Yeah, she's pulling away. It's clearly her fault. So
Yeah.
I think you should cheat on her.
And when the Jumbotron comes on, act normal.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And remember, when she finds out you've been cheating, tell her it's her fault.
Yeah, you got just gaslight her and be like, well, like obviously this is what you implied you wanted me to do.
Yeah, you made me do this.
Yeah.
What else was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Your
What?
grief.
You were sad about your dog for a few days, and I'm supposed to be faithful.
You were sad about your dog. How do you think I feel? I also knew the dog.
Yeah. Or well, obviously you love. How about you? Oh, what? So you love the dog more than me?
I was really going through a lot too.
Yeah. Would you be? I don't think you would be this sad if I died right now.
I'm so sad that you're sad. You didn't even think about me.
When you cry, it ruins my day, and that's selfish. Did you stop and think to consider how I would feel? Because you're sad over the dog, and that makes me feel like you love the dog more than me. Don't you think that's rude and disrespectful?
You know what I mean?
I think that's good advice.
Which bit? The first bit or the second
The
bit?
second bit. I mean, just cheat on her.
Where do we think the holidays to? Because I do like the idea of, you know what I mean.
What's the worst destination to take your grieving girlfriend to?
It's got to be somewhere hot where there's a lot of people in bikinis, where there's temptation on both ends.
So you take her to Love Island?
Yeah, you take her to like Miami or like Spain or something like that.
Keelan's just fantasizing.
I just mean like
you just take your girlfriend to a brothel.
yeah, and like because
you wait out in the car
because he's not getting any pussy because she's grieving.
Yeah.
He will be blueballed in this hot country. Let's say it's Miami.
Mhm.
It's the city of Miami. A lot of
They're
bikinis.
not going to Miami.
Just I'm like
Say Fiji or Bali.
Okay, Fiji. A lot of people in bikinis. Are you getting like? Are you
Is there?
following me?
Say Bali.
Bali. Okay, let me restart this.
You take her to Bali.
Take her to Bali.
You get a couples massage, but in front of her, you get the ladyboy to give you a hand job, and the whole time you maintain eye contact with your girlfriend and say, "This is because you're sad because your friend died of cancer."
You haven't done this in months.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
I was in Bali recently, and there was a gay bar that we kept walking past.
Isn't that every bar in Thailand?
Well, I was in Bali.
Sorry, Bali.
And
Same difference.
and the gay guys at the front kept like being like, "Come in," and it looked like a lot of fun. We almost did.
Gay bars are great.
Yeah, we should have gone.
I went to Poof Doof with my gay friend from F Boy Island, Nathan, and that was a great time. Everyone was so polite. I was like, wow, everyone here is so nice to me. I felt truly what it's like to be a hot girl. Minus the gross sexual harassment. But I feel like if I stayed past midnight when I left, I would have got there. And then I went onto a gay bar by myself in. Was it Liverpool? It wasn't Liverpool. It was one of the English cities. I didn't know it was a gay bar until I walked in. It was the only bar that was open, and I walked in, and there was like some 60-year-old guy in chaps. And I thought, oh, this is funny. Can't sleep. I'll hang around. Great band. Watched my drink the whole time. Didn't leave my sight. My glass of water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think we've pretty much covered this relationship thing. But I think you should put her in a position where she's tempted with other men, and you're tempted with other women.
Yeah.
And then see who cracks first, and that's a great test. I think you should do that.
Interesting though, because it's probably their first overseas trip together, right?
Well, what you could do is because you would probably have like easy access to her wallet and stuff like that, so you could grab her card and use it to hire a prostitute that you sleep with. And then say, this is what happens when you get sad and ruin my vibe. We just kill the mood before our holiday.
Last thing I'll say on this is that maybe let destiny run its course. If this is your first holiday, don't jinx it. Just let the relationship fall apart mid-holiday.
See how she is with directions. That'll really tell you.
Yeah, what you should really do is like completely ignore her feelings, gaslight her, and then start yelling at her if she's not good at giving directions on holiday.
And cheat on her.
And then cheat on her. But not only cheat on her, you steal money from her to facilitate you cheating on her with a prostitute.
And to top it off, watch a movie where the main character's best friend dies of cancer.
No, what about what's the Marley and Me?
Yeah, Marley.
Yeah, Marley and Me, followed by It Ends With Us.
And
is that the cancer one?
No, My Sister's Keeper or whatever.
My Sister's Keeper, yeah.
Ends With Us is a cheating one, a domestic abuse one.
Oh well, that's the three-peat.
Start off with that one.
Yeah, that's good. And then at the end of the movie, you go, man, you know who was really hot? Your friend who died of cancer.
Jeez. And if you go to Thailand, go to a ping pong show to finish it off. And tip. You wouldn't do this.
So yeah, I've given you two different options. You can either listen to the first half of the advice, which I don't know if I'd recommend that. Some people would say that's good advice for a healthy relationship. Or
the sensible option.
You could do all of the other stuff that we recommended, and if you do choose to go that route, please do tell us how it goes in the emails. Terrible advice for your relationship, your life, the type of person and man you should be, but good story for us. So your choice.
The only place they could have gone for worse advice would be /am I the asshole?
Yes.
That would have been terrible.
All right, guys. Well, that's been an episode of Spearhead Sundays. We have a merch drop.
Can we show them the poster? Or should that not be seen?
No, we've got a merch drop coming up soon. We've filmed an incredible sketch, the three of us. Really, really proud of it. It's so funny, and I think it's going to look great, and the merchandise is awesome. It's coming out very soon. We're thinking just after episode 400. Is that when the merch drop will happen?
Yes.
Yeah, if we get everything done.
Yes, asterisks.
Yes, Asterix. So have some money ready to cop some really, really cool merch and to watch a really funny sketch that we filmed for it. I think it's great. I'm really proud of it, and I think you'll love it. Thank you so much to everyone who came out to episode 400. It was a very, very, very special night. Had a lot of fun, and the driver's license reveal may shock you, or you would have gone, I fucking do it, whatever. Anyway, spread disinformation in the comment section. I've been Lewis Spears. Thanks for listening. We're going to continue on Patreon. Have a shit one. Bye.